This is your daily market review for Thursday, August 1st, 2024. Let's go. Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well. This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the Trading Agent, and this is your daily market review live during the day for Thursday, August 1st, 2024. It is approximately, noonish East Coast time. So I wanted to go through these things because I didn't do a daily market recap. I did a live chat yesterday. I've got some things going on in the afternoon. It's definitely been hot and heavy. If you've been involved in the Discord room, I imagine you're watching the trades. If you took the shorts at the range levels, congratulations. If you're in the TLT, congratulations. If you just traded around your positions by covering shorts and reapplying them and managing them and doing all the things that we talk about in a probability-based game, you're probably high-fiving the microphone or your headphones or whatever, or you're high-fiving me through the air virtually. I'm doing it back. So congratulations to you guys. I appreciate all the love, support, generous donations. You guys understand that it's a probability-based game. It's not that you're always going to be right. It's how to manage risk, how to get in and out of trades, knowing what's coming, being aware psychologically of how to anticipate the move, knowing that the market is meant to take the most amount of money from the most amount of people. So knowing that, this is the Thursday before the jobs numbers tomorrow. We have Apple and Amazon earnings after the close, even MicroStrategy. It's going to be wild. But here's the thing. If you got some of the range highs, congrats. I can't tell you for sure if we're going to melt down tomorrow or not, but the rumors of a global attack on Israel is growing from the Middle East. So whether that happens or not, those are the things that you can't control. And if you've been trading long enough, you know this happens. And this is why sometimes you layer into trades. You have the best plans in the world to go, I'm going to wait for this level, and I'm going to wait for this, or I'm going to wait for that. Hey, that's the best you can do. But guess what? Sometimes extraneous black swan events, things happen. Credit events, global issues, they happen out of nowhere. So let's talk about it, because I wanted to do it live, because if you watch it live and then even after, you'll understand. Again, you have Apple, Amazon earnings coming after the close. Be careful. They seem to be holding up pretty well. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a rally back into the afternoon. But again, the levels matter. That's the key. If you're just jumping around, trading to trade, I'm sorry. You're going to struggle, because now you're living off the emotions of it. You're getting caught in the market maker's game. This is like a casino, folks, that knows. The nose knows. So again, if you're new to the channel, check out the Discord room, link in the description below. Again, posting trades and thoughts and ideas on Twitter constantly. If you're not a member of the Discord room, this is where you can get a lot of information. If you want to chat, there's a lot of people who are new to trading or new-ish to trading. They ask questions that, hey, let's take 30 minutes. Let's chat. See how I can help you. If you need coaching further on, maybe we can figure something out. But in general, again, the resources are there. It's all on my website, tradingagent.com. Again, the Back to Basic Education series. There's a whole subpage. Check it out. Let me know how I can help. Again, all the videos, the recommended reading, all of this stuff. You'll ask so many questions, and it's like, it's all here, y'all. It's also on the YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Here they are, all 52 videos. And again, if there's a topic that you want me to do, I have no problem doing another one, because there might be holes in the education process that I'm not looking at from your perspective. So I appreciate any feedback. All right. We know the Feds did nothing, right? We know the September meeting is what matters. They basically said they're not going to do anything. But the reality is the market's already pricing in one cut. It's whether you get two. And we see these odds are increasing, right? 1 month ago it was 5.8. A week ago it was 11.5. Now it's 17.5. Ten cuidado, okay? Bitcoin, as I've warned, again, even gold. Gold makes new all-time highs. But look at silver. Look at the miners today. I'm telling you, they will absolutely get fucking punished, and excuse my language, potentially, because it's a liquidity game, right? When the tide goes out, all boats go out, and then you see who's swimming naked. Be careful. I'm telling you right now. Again, if you want to fight the odds and you want to go long this stuff and you anticipate it going higher, fine. I'm not going to tell you what's right or wrong, absolutely, but the odds say in a liquidity-based game, you better be careful if they start pulling the liquidity. Because again, I've said the market's topped, in my opinion. We'll go through the evidence. We'll show you why. Again, if you haven't been paying attention, you're new to the channel. Again, leave a comment below. Ask questions. Get involved. Oil. It's hard to buy oil. Even in a global crisis. I mean, as I said, I like it long term. It's just, I think there's downside. I mean, I don't know where the downside is. It's not played out because, again, demand destruction is real. So anyway, here, check this out, y'all. Check this out. What now? Look this. Are you familiar? Natural gas, chop around. 10 cuidado. All right, let's get into the charts. I mean, we will go into the IWM. TLT. I'm going to start here because, again, to me, this was the easiest trade. We're not into the trend, but the upside is growing. You're making higher lows and now higher highs coming into the trend line. My best guess is that when people get scared, they're always going to run to treasuries, and they always have. And until that trade ends, I'm going to stick to it. This is going on for 1,000 years, it feels like. Right? If you bought the UBT in the 19s, even in the 18s, didn't it get down to 18 something? Yeah. You're feeling pretty. Okay? Keep an eye on it. Manage your trade. Dollar. Again, the floatiest turd in the toilet. If stuff is going on in the Middle East, where's money going to flow? China? No. Europe? No. US? Question mark? Sounds like it. VIX. Talked about this. Hey, downside, this would have been a gift. But the Thursday after, again, if Eric is listening, he knows we've talked about like the Thursday after seems to be the game. Now, I know there's a jobs number and there's some earnings, so it doesn't mean it's absolutely going to get hammered and the VIX has to spike up to 30. Not guaranteed unless, global crap comes. But this is the thing. The risk reward with shorting pops. As I've said, let it come to you. Let it come to you. But nobody can do that because they're all amped up. They have to trade right now. And once you step out of time as a construct that just will get you to trade right now, it's like Walmart. It's open 24 hours a day. The market will be open tomorrow. It'll be open the day after that, but it's closed on the weekends. But you know what I'm saying? It's always going to be open. There's other opportunities. SPY. Check this out, y'all. Check this out. We talked about the 20-day potentially earlier in the week. Look at that wick. Look at this candle. Now, if we close near 550, not too bad. But if we close below the 50-day, you got problems. And if we definitely take out 538, look out freaking below. That's my biggest concern. Today's candle, again, it's not closed. This is being recorded at noon, so we still got 4 hours. Don't be surprised, though. This is why you watch the levels. You sit here and you're a sniper, right? QQQ, same thing, right? Watching the levels. Let me get that out of the way. Right? Watch the levels. We said the 50-day. We said into the gap potentially. There you go. IWM. Everybody and their mom wants to go long the IWM. No, I told you that's when it gets scary. I've got people hitting me up going, "Well, what about small caps? What about small caps?" I'm like, what about them? Okay. There was your trap yesterday. Talked about this in the Discord room. Talked about this. There was your trap. We were waiting for it. If you got on it, fudge yeah. Dia, what do you think, right? Lower high, 20-day, goodbye. Gold makes new closing highs, right? On the spot price. Okay. Keep an eye on it. I don't trust it. It's really hard to trust, y'all. Look at silver. Look at that. Outside open up high. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know what to tell you. GDX, again, it's like, oh, miners. I'm telling you, they're part of the S&P. They're not part, not all of them, but they're part of the markets. The market gets liquidated. Nothing's safe. I'm telling you, look at this stuff. If there's global credit issue, miners get crushed. It's when the flush of liquidity comes. Look at the GDXJ, right? Lower high, boom. Big red candle. Struggles to get up every day. Gaps up, novice gap, boom. Engulfing bar. Again, if it closes like this, it looks ugly. AEM. Watch out. AG. Somebody was buying it. I'm like, oh, no. Leave these names alone. Look at this gap down today. Holy snikey. Rutro raggy. Newmont. Again, we like Newmont long term. Warren, this is a gap. Now look at this candle. If this thing engulfs, this is an outside reversal bar. See you southern. See you heading south. We talked about July seasonality. Then August, September can be pretty crappy for gold and silver. Same thing. No good. Let's get into tech because this is where the money potentially, there's a lot of good short ops. We talked about this one. Didn't really get the 50-day. So if you didn't get it, I get it. Micron. Excuse me. Man, look at that bounce. It is nothing. 200 breaks. Watch out below. AMD pops on earnings. Hits the 200-day. You only have one chance at this. However, if you were trading and you saw NVIDIA this morning, we talked about the 116 to 120 level. Mwah! Besos. Besos for everybody. You get the beso. You get the beso. Oh, Pelosi's buying more. I don't give a shit. I mean, look at what happened today. Like, I think it was AMAT. One of these companies got denied $4 billion in funding because I think they want to build chips and they want to build them for China. I'm telling you, NVIDIA, if we go into World War III and China's on the side, what happens to all those chips they just built for China? I'm telling you, all of a sudden there will be a massive global glut of chips. There already is. The irony is that no one's talking about it. SMCI, 200-day, they got earnings. Be careful. Intel, you could have bought it at 30, but I mean, this thing is such a dog. That is not good, y'all. I mean, again, if you played the up, cool, and you didn't take profits, market took them from you, and now you're back to new lows. That sucks. SMH. That's why it's there was a trade, but remember how we talked about the trash floats last? Was Intel the trash? SMH didn't really give you that much. I mean, sometimes it's hard. There's no references. Adobe, right? Looks over the 20-day, gives it up. Apple, the fruit cocktail, again, has earnings after close. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Gaps up today. All right, well, again, second mouse gets the cheese. I'm going to wait because it could trap. And if it pops, it's a gift. Amazon. Again, pops, chops. These are names just I can't trade them. Like Meta. Like I honestly thought Meta would get crushed on earnings. Look at this gap up, y'all. What a freaking gift. I mean, if it hits 529 tomorrow or something, I mean, this is what my point is. Like, you don't know going into earnings. But look at that reaction. CRM. Here you go. 200-day chopping around. Guggenheim holding up pretty well again. I think these names, I don't know if they get crushed today. And that's where I think the market could rally back, or at least, I don't know, just not be, unless the rumors, again, record quote, listen to me, unless the market gets absolutely stomped because of these rumors, I think we might chop around and might float up into the afternoon. Microsoft seems to be holding up pretty well, right? Like this is where I'm seeing like green shoots of panic, but then buying back. NDAQ, somebody was hazing me going, oh, you can't short this. And I'm like, okay, there you go. I mean, what a breakout trap. The definition of a novice gap trap at highs. Now, it doesn't have to absolutely blow out immediately, but the likelihood is there at some point. MicroStrategy, again, earnings after the close. I warned you guys. I mean, traps are hard, man. It's really hard to take profit. When you see this bar, you got to go, ugh. Ugh. I mean, it's like down here. If you were short and you see this bar, you go, ugh. Right? You see this like left-right combo. Ugh. You see this bar. Did you get my point? It's like you have to be, you have to define your risk. You also have to be like honest with yourself. Like the market's not going to do what you want it to do all the time. Don't pretend to yourself that you just can't be wrong. I'm telling you, people do that shit all the time. Netflix, 100-day. Ugh. Roblox, chopping around. Right? Earnings this morning. That's a big ass candle. I don't know. Pan W again, 50-day. I'm like, I like this company, but I'm going to wait for it to flush it down. There you go. Tesla, look at this trading. I mean, it's just up 10, down 10, up 10, down 10. Again, you can't trust them. That's my point. Insight, as I've said, wait for the pullbacks. The earnings came out, light volume down. Again, great. Watch where the VAP is. It's all, you see? I mean, I can just tighten this thing up real good. I mean, this is the first area that I would be watching. Upper 50s. Make sense? Ten cuidado, make sense? You guys good? Good. Okay. 200-day, if it gets there. Again, just long-term, stuff it in your wallet. McDonald's, what do we say? Multi-day range. Here you go. So many good trades if you're following the channel. I appreciate all the love, support. Again, credit where credit's due. Some other guys in this Discord have been freaking spot on. And again, it's like, man, that is the goal, is to have a bunch of eyes lasered on things, helping each other out. DKNG, again, pop and flop. Airbnb, I was like, whoa, when this thing breaks the 200-day, look at this multi-day range. Uh-oh. And I'm like, how is this holding up? And it's not. Costco, this has been a leader. I'm telling you, this is coming back at some point. Just short pops. I mean, that's kind of the thing here. Look at Starbucks. We talked about like their numbers are absolutely piss poor. Piss poor. Look at that bar yesterday. Post earnings. This thing, I mean, if it takes out 72, it's, I mean, I think I said, what, 50s? You've got way lower than that at some point. You've got, yeah, somewhere in the 60s, 50s range coming next. FedEx. The FedEx. Talk about head and shoulders top. Look at today's 2-day range. I mean, I'm just like staring at it. Like, that's a thing of beauty. You break 296. Here comes 292. 280s. See how this goes. Caterpillar. I'm excited for folks. Well, it's the range highs. Said this is going to be a trap. But again, be careful if they have earnings. CMI, I mean, I think they had earnings this morning. Nucor, again, we love commodities long term, but let them come to you. X has earnings after the close. Don't touch. VALE. Do not touch. Do not touch. VALE, again, here's another global growth name with materials. Trading probably at a 1 PE. Let it come on in. Arrow, again, we love copper. We love copper. But again, people do not listen to the evidence. And it's not just me. I'm just trying to spout the evidence, trying to tell you, like, this is what has happened in the past. Do you remember this? No, if you didn't, and you're newer and you're like, I've never seen commodities get absolutely bashed because of a global liquidity and pullback. CCJ, again, I hate the Goldman upgrade at highs. I've been trying to, like, just be nice about it. Then someone hit me and goes, you're stupid, Dan. This company's going to the moon. I'm like, yeah, wait till Goldman downgrades it. Oops. CF, again, we like ag names, right? We like ag. I'm just kind of rolling through them. Mosaic, like CF seems to be the leader. Mosaic, NTR are the same kind of business, but they're not acting well. Meaning, like, they're just chopping along the bottom. They just look like you drop a ball and it's just, like, here's the floor and it's like bounce. Aaron, again, we talked about, we like aluminum. Thought there'd be a bounce on the 200-day. There was. For like a point. XLF. And this is where pros meet Joes. Talked about this. Don't be surprised. If you got over the 20-day, you retest the highs, this thing is fucking gone at some point. I'm telling you, banks hold all the risk. It's a double top. Unless they pump liquidity. Again, you can't control that if they do something out of nowhere. It is what it is. That's gone. JP Morgan. We talked about it. If they're not buying their own stock, why are you? Breaking the 20-day. Morgan Stanley, we talked about this, blew out and was giving it back. There's your blowout last 2 weeks ago. Bank of Chimerica, look at this. This thing's been acting funny. He said, interesting, Navis gap trap. Every day, just down. Be careful. Goldman Snacks. 20-day breaks, 50 days coming, 100-day next. It's just, let's go to KRE. Let's talk about this for a minute. What did we say? Oh, it's over the no doubt fail zone, so it's breaking out. Did we not talk about there's multi-day traps? There's traps on the weekly. There's traps on the monthly. Learn the freaking game. Go watch the trade, like watch the video on bull and bear traps. Doji engulfing bar. Night. It's over. I told you guys. I mean, again, if there was a rally over this, and look at that. There was your pro gap to start this crazy move. It was going to be a flash in the pants. You hit resistance, and guess what? The sellers showed up. And now the sellers are like, I'm freaking gone. XBI, again, it's interesting because XBI is holding, chopping around. I mean, I don't know, 20-day, not much to say on it. Look at this, y'all. Remember the housing index was like, are you freaking kidding me? How high does it go? I don't know. And there we go. We'll see. 20-day, I mean, again, this one has more to prove. I'd like to see it get back under 109. But yeah, keep an eye on it. Again, they're talking like kind of joking about like Wells Fargo, like, right? Can't make new highs. Bam. All right, solar. Don't know what to say. This stuff is just in weird spots where I just wouldn't. No touch. Again, if they bounce, then you short. But at this point, no touch. First Solar is interesting. They hit 228 almost. Multi-day range. I guess if you want to short it, this thing's wild. HYG, again, I'm on record. You've got to be high to buy corporate debt. Novice gap, it looks like. Pro gap? We'll see. Again, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it holds up. Maybe it doesn't. Who knows? Oil. All right. Well, global conflict, and it's down. Keep an eye on it. Again, I don't know what to tell you. It's going to be, remember, if you don't know, don't trade. UNG, hate this thing. KOLD, talked about this. Wait for the, I don't know. Wait for the 80s. If you miss the 80s, well, again, you can wait and chop around shorty. Again, just it's all about being careful, right? Like you don't know for sure, but that would be the gift. Somewhere with an 80 price handle. XOP, look at this. Novice gap, kapow. You know what happens here. Like it's like Santa Claus coming down the chimney. If you're short and this breaks, that's for the bears. Sorry. Just is what it is. CVE, right? Chopping around. Look at that bar. Oh gosh. ExxonMobil. I mean, this is what's so hard. Like, can you expect a breakout with what's going on? I don't think so. Valero, we talked about the gasoline names. Oversold. Look at these bounces. Giving them right back up. MPC. Giving it right back up. Right? Hits the 100. Doomp. Occidental, as I've said, I'm getting on record endlessly. Please leave this alone. It's in a big chopping range. If you own the stock, do what Buffett does. Just sell calls and puts endlessly, every day. Every day. Potentially. Maybe not every day, but every week. There you go. It's not hot rocket science. EQT, again, we like this long term, not a big deal. But let them come back. Like, look at these big ranges. Again, I get people going, well, I'm buying Flex LNG, the juicy ass dividend. I'm like, yeah, I get it. I get it. Let it play out. All right. Is there any other questions, thoughts, concerns? Because again, if you do, please reach out. I'm always here to help. The goal is, again, to turn profits into passive income and properties. Do not sell yourself short by turning this into a gambler and being a lotto ticket buyer and buying small caps, micro caps, and just being this mindset that I'm going to get rich quick. No. Get rich by being smart. Again, if you want to get rich quick, go buy lottery tickets. I'm telling you guys. And I'm not trying to whisper to be just to talk. I'm like, seriously, think about it. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I love you guys. Appreciate all the love, support. Again, if you have any questions about real estate and you don't hit me up and you make a deal and something goes wrong, I'm going to be a little disappointed for you because I'm like, why? I could have helped you. All right. See you guys tomorrow. And the job number, again, I'll be around, but just I have some plans at 2:33 in my time in Colorado, and that's where I usually record this. And just I'm telling you, be careful. Amazon, Apple, jobs number, all after the close and into tomorrow morning. Know your freaking levels, even after hours if you have to trade them. All right, talk to y'all later. Peace.